Hello and welcome to another HeroQuest video. Today I'm going to be painting the rogue Heir of Elethorn. As you can see, there is a female and a male rogue. I'm going to be painting both of them at the same time. I've undercoated them both with white primer spray paint. I'm going to give them a neat coat of Nuln Oil. I want to use the Nuln Oil concentrated, so it provides plenty of shading, flows into the recesses as you can see here, and I will come back over it again with a white dry brush before I start adding colour. I have given the Nuln Oil plenty of time to dry, and I'm now going to come in with some game colour dead white, and I'm going to dry brush the raised areas of both miniatures. This is to give me a nice bright white base coat to paint the colours over, while still leaving the black from the Nuln Oil in the recesses. So the first colour up is going to be Hoplite Gold. As you can tell from the card art, there is a little bit of gold on these miniatures. Basically necklaces, edges of clothing, buckles, that sort of thing. Hopefully you can see exactly where I'm hitting with gold. The next colour up is going to be Peachy Flesh, and obviously I'm going to use it to paint all the skin tone areas, including the face and hands on both miniatures. Just like all the Army Painter speed paints, as long as you use a reasonably fine detailed brush and you take your time, this paint flows really easily without being uncontrollable, and it shouldn't be a problem at all painting any areas of these miniatures. Remember also that the paint is very thin, so if you do make a mistake, very easy to go back over it again with our white base coat Next colour up is going to be Satchel Brown, and I'm going to paint their coats, the outside of their long trench coats, with this colour. It's a reasonable match to the card art, and I'm happy with it. You can see it's a very dark chocolatey brown. It dries quite nicely, and as I said, it is a reasonable match for the card art. The next colour up is Brownish Decay. Again, it's a nice colour, and I'm going to use it to paint the trousers, pants of both miniatures, and some other areas as well. You'll see anyway what I'm painting. I also chose to hit the wrist guards on both models with this colour. I think it suits quite well. Moving away from Army Painter for this next colour, it's going to be a Citadel Snakebite Leather contrast paint. It actually is a really nice leather colour, so I'm going to use it to paint some of the leather work on these models, including the insides of their trench coats, their belts, their knife pouches, the pouch behind their back, those kinds of areas, their boots. You'll see exactly where I paint. Next colour up is Broadsword Silver, and I'm going to use it to paint the weapons, including the weapons in the bandolier around their waist. Next colour up is Ancient Honey, and I'm going to use it to paint their hair. It gives a suitable blonde type colour. You could be more accurate with a cream, but this is okay. It serves a purpose. So I made a mistake here when I was painting the hair on this rogue. I also painted the fur yellow around the collar, which I didn't want to do, so I was able to go in very quickly with fresh water on a brush and remove it quite easily, as you can see me doing. As long as these speed paints haven't dried, they come off just as easily as they go on, as long as you use a clean brush and plenty of water. I'm going to use Adeptus Battle Grey to base my models. It's the same colour I used for the base set. Use whichever grey colour or whichever colour you've chosen to paint your bases. Keep all your miniatures the same. That's my advice anyway. I'm now going to use white paint to paint a ring around each of the bases. This is a simple job, and you don't have to be super neat either. You'll notice that I'm not particularly neat. It doesn't really matter. Once the white paint is dried, I'm going to come in with Slaughter Red, and I'm going to paint the white bands around the bottom of the bases red. And I'm doing this so that the player characters stand out from the monsters, and the players at the table can tell very quickly which is their characters and which are the bad guys. And just like the rest of my HeroQuest miniatures, including all the furniture, I varnish it with a matte varnish. This is my varnish of choice. I suggest that you varnish your HeroQuest models as well, because they will chip and the paint will flake off otherwise. And that's it. Both rogues painted to what I deem to be an acceptable level, and the players will be very happy with these, and I'm happy that they're done, to be honest. Onwards to the next HeroQuest expansion. I hope this has been of some use to you. If you haven't already, please consider clicking the subscribe button and click the wee bell icon. If you've gotten this far in the video, thank you for watching. Have a great day.